What's going on? What's going on? It's your man, Mal C219 TV Midwest Connected, man. Cheeks for life. And let's not forget, GoFundMe is not life insurance. And on this episode of The Transition, man, we talking about your man, Puff. Yes, we talking about Puff because I like to say in the barber shops, wherever we at, that's the conversation right now. The conversation is about, now you got, and it's crazy, now you talking to people, you got people on both sides of this thing. And man, you got to watch how you stand up for Puff. Now you got to watch how you do this argument. Now you got to watch how you do this argument because on one stand, this, ladies and gentlemen, understand. I feel like this is an attack on the industry era. This is an attack on the era, man. This is an attack on the era. This is an attack on the whole 90s era, man. Hip hop, because there's a lot of names finna get brought out in this. This finna get bigger. This finna be a snowball. This gonna be more of a smear campaign. You're gonna have more people because you gotta think, who ain't party with Puff, bro? See, like why 50 mad? 50 mad because his girl went over there and got to kicking it with Puff. So that means if she get caught up, some of his business comes out. Jay nervous because he been kicking it with Puff. So a lot of people more nervous about what they didn't say about what they knew was going on. Let's just call it, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So over here on the transition, as we get old and we make decisions and we involve ourselves in things and we go in certain rooms, hey man, accountability is what it is. Now, is it illegal to have freak offs? I don't think so. But if you got paid sex workers and that's their profession and they legally, that's what they do now, is that trafficking though. See, it's finna get tricky. Now check this out. Drop something in the comments. Y'all gotta understand. This is what they call, this is an attack on the era. And we're gonna react to this right here as we react to videos. We go in these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we found in these YouTube streets. How many people ain't partied with Puff? Exhibit A. Who ain't partied with Puff in the 90s, the 2000s, 2010s, 15s, 16s? Who haven't partied with Puff, bro? Some of everybody's party with Puff, man. Some of everybody done party with Puff, man. Puff has had parties over the years. So now what's finna go on is you finna have a lot of people that was at a lot of these parties, because now they gonna go back to stuff like this. They gonna wonder who was in there over age. They gonna scan the room and they gonna see, so all the videos and stuff like that the feds confiscated. When you look at the stuff, when they came through, you looked at his room, they went through this grad computers. So all this footage he got, all of this, you know what I'm saying? They coming for this. They gonna want to talk to Trey Songz. They gonna want to talk to this one. They gonna want to talk to that one. You know what I'm saying? And everybody you think people ain't gonna be telling what they know? So I feel like this is gonna be an attack on the era, bro. This is not just an attack on Puff, because you gotta think about it. And man, I definitely hate that this, drop something in the comments, man. Shout to B.I.G. because B.I.G. is Gemini, Tupac is Gemini, so am I. So I hate that all this start coming out, the anniversary of Biggs, you know what I'm saying? But this finna be bigger than y'all think it is, man. In the sense of, you gotta look at the history of who Puff came in the game with. You know what I'm saying? Clive Davis' name came up, which Clive Davis gonna end up having more to do with this than people think. Because you gotta think, anything Puffy did was funded and done and known about by the powers that be, by the up and ups at the time. Clive, whoever was caring, Clive was cutting them checks for a long time. And once he started getting away from that music, started dwindling down, he got more to the other side, the Diageo, boom. So everybody know once he wanted to go with that lawsuit, things got a little tricky for him. And this was when, things was, so they knew at this time and era, they knew what he was doing, how he was doing it and everything. So I want y'all to ask yourself, okay, it's a party like this. You get the invite. Is you going? Is you going? Don't look like nothing going on. Yeah, you in there, you chilling, you partying, you popping bottles, you rubbing elbows, you networking. Do that for about an hour, then get up out of there. That's what Luke said. Luke from Two Live Crew. I love me some Luke. If Luke ain't got caught up, bro. Now Luke used to do. Anybody ever went to a Luke show? Luke was one of my first or second rap concerts, man, in Gary. When Luke came to Gary, Luke had the castle with a booty in every castle, dancing, shaking. Everywhere Luke went, females. If Luke Campbell never caught a case, he's showing you that ain't what you do, is how you do it. So obviously, and you got to look at how this going to play out with Puff thing. If they find out a lot of his situations was consenting situations, even with Rod, your man Rod said, whatever he say and saw and da-da-da-da, at some point though, bro, you kept going. You didn't stop going. You know, when I see something, you know, okay, I see something like that, they grabbing and playing, I see what it is. All right, we cool on that. Some people stay. So at some point, you know, it's finna be a lot of adult accountability finna be questioned. It's finna be a lot of, as grown, if he ain't pull no pistols to no heads, and you know, now the drugging, and so a lot of the personal stories is here nor there, might just leave him civil. He could file bank, but whatever, put it all in somebody so he could get around that. Cause Puff gonna come back with a vengeance, but just know, Puff on his Nino Brown, it's bigger than him. It's bigger than him. Puffy has partied and kicked it, party with majority of your celebrities, big wigs. He was an earner. He was an influencer. A lot of money was made through Puff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of money was made with Puff. So now people, the arguments is, you know, I was in the spot when brothers was arguing. You know, I saw, shout to Joke, Skull, no joke, or what. You know, people was on there debating it. A lot of people like, you want that? Ain't the people want to see Diddy win now. Don't get it twisted. You are what you eat. If you're sick, you got to die with that. And, you know, you will be punished for those things. But at the same time, what's legal is what's legal. And when you see that you only got so many of us that got enough money to make something happen. In the entertainment industry, you only got so many brothers that's willing to go and say, Puff, Kanye, Diddy, Puff, you know, Jay Cool. So a lot of the entertainment brothers, you know, Puff was trying to, you know, get himself back in the game some type of way. So boom, whatever he did, you know, he played it wrong. He bit the hand that feed him. He didn't play the game the right way. It is what it is. That's why I respected him, Maya Q, because I never really hear Q get caught up in none of this. You know what I'm saying? You know, him facing them, you know, Jay Prince, they all play the game a different way. So it's a lot of brothers out there getting it, doing what they do. Might not be on Puff's level because you can only have so many Puffs. But hell, if I can have 2 to 3 to 5 million to 10 million, I ain't got to get the 500 million. If I could get it, I could get it. So that's what they mean by selling their soul. A lot of people want to get to that next level. So Puff was seem like to me he was drunk off the money, the fame, the power, all of that. It happens. It happens. Nobody's above. You know, you never know what you go through because a lot of us ain't never touched that type of money. We ain't never had those type of decisions. But a lot of us do know morally, regardless of how much money we touch, our morals will be intact. This is what you take from this. You got to stay grounded. He tried to stay grounded. You got to stay grounded. You got to get spiritual counseling. That's why Mace left. You got to get spiritual counseling. So he brought T.D. Jakes in. Brother Love went spiritual. Puff started praying. So he brought in your man T.D. Jakes. Drop something in the comments what y'all thought about that. Puff brought T.D. Jakes in, man. And T.D. Jakes was points to anoint the situation. I don't know how that turned out. See what you do in the dark come to the light. And I'm willing to bet you, he gonna keep a lot of his congregation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to go, you know, it's funny how, you know, and shout to everybody that's, if Puff wronged you in any type of way, get your get back. It is what it is. But it's funny how, as long as he was paying, loyalty was firm. When them payments get shaky, that loyalty is about as strong as the next payment. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like when the money stopped, a lot of things stop. See now who this right here? See, oh, I think that's one of his sons. Even that, if you got your kids, but see now this type of party, so it's gonna be a whole lot of dissecting of how the parties was, who was in the parties. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like fair use, man. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy right here. But y'all, this ain't gonna be no just Puff. A lot of people have kicked it with Puff. A lot of people have been involved in Puff. So this thing is really gonna ravel. But what side you on? If you from the straight legal side, do they have enough to railroad to get the man? See, R. Kelly thing was a little different. You know, a lot of people compare Puff and Kels. You feel me? But Kels was underage women. There was more. Kel was doing some gorilla pimping type. They was putting him in that type of category. Diddy, they attaching to trafficking, because if they attach to trafficking, now we can make it a real crime. But if they find out he wasn't really had a group that he was, here, do this, do that, if he was just influencing one or two people to do something, some of they might consider that as personal. You know, you never really know. Then she done took the money. Rod Wave is gonna be he gonna be the star witness, I think. So he better get some life insurance, because he puts a lot of name. He got this ball rolling. So when they talking drugs and guns, the white dude that got caught, now the white dude, I'm gonna say he was, I think that's just a setup. If y'all go check back, they caught a white dude. I think that's just a little, you know, he just a pawn in the game. He talking about maybe he was an informant. But if he was an informant, they wouldn't have showed his picture getting arrested. They ain't gonna expose the informant like that. I don't think, you know, I know people that's been through that. I don't think they're gonna inform him. Don't show him. So I could have just been picked up a half ounce for him or something. That's his own person. But it's interesting to see, man, how this gonna weigh out, man. But what y'all think? Drop something in the comments, man. What you know, it's gonna be bigger than Puff. Who y'all think next? If you look in the background, see, look at the background. You know what I'm saying? Who that? Fab right there. Trey Songz right there. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no telling who else. How old is they over there? You see what I'm saying? TJ Envy. Look at the scan the room. His kid's over age. Got women in the pool. The Fab that came out, now they in black t-shirts. They had jackets on. It's getting later. See what I'm saying? It's getting late. See what I'm saying? Now, see, this is when probably the party's about. This might be right for turn up. Now, this is probably about 1 o'clock in the morning right here. So you see, you go back to that Fab had on. Let me see something right quick. You go back to that Fab had on. Let me show you right here. See right here? See that? See, Fab got the jacket on. See, he got the jacket on right here. But now, when you get here, Fab ain't got that jacket on. He took the jacket off. They finna get loose now, you know what I'm saying? So it's about 1:30. So, you know, at a Puff party, but if you in that establishment, it's time to get up out of there. This is before all the legalities. So you're going to have people that was those there at those times. So this is going to be an interesting thing, man. I don't know what y'all think, but me personally, I think this is an attack on our era, man. I think this is an attack on, I ain't going to say black excellence, but this was, what Charlamagne say? a nigga wake up call moment. You know what I'm saying? They let us know, no matter who you are, it's big bank take little bank. You feel what I'm saying? No matter who you are, it's big bank take little bank, man. The powers that be don't always control the situation and the narrative. And the reason I let that clip roll was just to show y'all what's finna take place. Watch the company you keep. Everything that look good to you ain't good for you. And that party look good. It look enticing. But I noticed you didn't see certain people there. And that is, man. So what you think? Who y'all think gonna be next? What y'all think gonna be next? And as we make this transition, like I said, Puff 54, I'm 50, you know what I mean? And this is a serious moment. You know, to have your life crumble at the later stages, towards the end, that's a hard pill to swallow, man. And if you ever 40, 50, and you're 50s, 60s, and something happening, you got to start over. How you gonna start over? How you gonna start over? Y'all didn't see that. How you gonna start over? Can't give up. Can't give up. But when you get to, you're gonna be held accountable. And what you do in the dark is gonna come to the light. It's on you. It's on you. Do what you do. But just know it's consequences to all actions. And if you're gonna hold your kids accountable, we damn sure gonna hold these adults accountable. So Puff, I like the hits. I could like R. Kelly, I could separate the music from that. He just sound different now when you hear him come in on the verse, but it is what it is. But do y'all think Puff gonna come back with a vengeance for everybody that's going? If he beat this, because that's the thing now, he still got some money now. So this is crazy, man. This is crazy. It's crazy, man. But I just want to know, man, what y'all think? Drop something in the comments. Man, this Chiefs flight, we just out here playing around in these YouTube streets, man. But I just want to know what y'all think, because y'all saw who was in the party, man. And who y'all think next, man? Drop something in the comments, whoever you think gonna be next. This Mal C219 TV Midwest Connected, man. And as we take that transition to life, everybody just, just think about it, man. Look before you leave. Everything that look good to you ain't good for you, man.